Good morning. I'm Chris Harper, Dean of Academic Affairs, and I welcome you to a glorious day at Pinkerton Academy. What is most important to you? I asked this question of Kelly Glynn, Pinkerton's valedictorian for 2010, and she stated, "The people in my life." This answer encapsulates Kelly's outlook on the world. Kelly mentioned that she liked being at Pinkerton Academy and felt that education was important for everyone's future, but that interacting with her family and friends during her experience here was extremely important. This sentiment was also echoed by Kelly's parents, Dennis and Robin Glynn of Chester. While they instilled a strong work ethic in Kelly and have molded an organized, hard-working, and driven student, it is the relationships within the family that have created a genuinely nice person in Kelly. I've heard that sentiment, genuinely nice, about Kelly, not just from speaking with the family, but from conversations across the campus. Evidence of her caring are exhibited in her deeds. For the last 3 years, she has been one of the student representatives from Pinkerton to the Chester School Board. Her senior essay argued for the protection of whistleblowers' rights so they could defend workers and the public from corporations. As Mr. Kuchar mentions, she is always going out of her way to help a classmate. This service to others will go a long way to assist her as she goes off to Cornell next year to major in engineering. Kelly is living proof that nice guys, or in this case nice girls, don't always finish last. I would like to introduce the 2010 valedictorian for Pinkerton Academy, Kelly Glynn.
Mr. Burnham, trustees, Reverend Acevedo, Headmaster Anderson, administrators, faculty, staff, families, friends, and the class of 2010. Our human instincts tell us to make the most of every moment, since our time to enjoy life is limited by the 24 hours in a day, the finite number of days in a year, and the unknown number of years in our lifetimes. We would like to concentrate on having fun all the time by laughing over funny movies with our best friends, letting loose at our favorite band shows, and hiking the White Mountain trails. But our work and priorities, our history and Spanish classes, our part-time jobs at the grocery store, require our time and effort, creating obstacles in the path of our fun. We need to accept the responsibilities of adulthood, even if it means forming a tug-of-war between our priorities and our enjoyment. Although it might be a struggle, we should strive to find the balance between responsibilities and enjoyment that allows us to have the most fulfilling lives both now and in our futures. Those of us who have difficulty finding the motivation to focus on the responsibilities side of this balance should recognize the long-term benefits of working hard. By paying attention to our economics, calculus, and psychology teachers, we are giving ourselves the opportunity to gain knowledge of the world, ourselves, and other people that will always come in handy. From our classes, we are gaining experience and learning skills and information that will one day be useful in our careers, whatever they end up being: journalists, auto mechanics, or servicemen. By climbing out of bed at 6 in the morning and driving ourselves to school, we are developing habits of independence that we need to have to be successful. By putting plenty of effort and energy into our after-school jobs at the local movie theaters and restaurants, we are practicing teamwork and respect while gaining more appreciation for our leisure time. Knowing that we are building these admirable character traits and creating promising futures for ourselves by taking care of our responsibilities should contribute to our happiness. Although tending to our responsibilities is beneficial to ourselves and our futures, we must sometimes take the weight of stress off our shoulders by living in the moment. We need to seize the fun and beautiful opportunities life throws our way. By playing cards until late in the night with friends, watching and listening to the waves crash at the beach, or playing wiffle ball in the backyard at sundown. We should not hesitate to be adventurous. Trying new things, such as rock climbing, is a part of having fun. At barbecues or bonfires, we can surround ourselves by our family and friends who love us and make us laugh, which is also essential to our happiness. Balancing this enjoyment of the present with our priorities is how we can take the most advantage of our limited time in life. We pose a threat to our happiness when we throw the balance off by focusing too much on either responsibilities or fun. In an attempt to enjoy our last year at Pinkerton, many of us seniors spent more time going to parties or Hampton Beach with our friends than we did writing our senior essays or studying for our physics tests. This senioritis, as we call it, is an example of how tempted we can be to take our indulgence and fun overboard. The negative impact it had on our grades and our work ethic shows how risky it is to ignore our responsibilities. On the other hand, we need to be careful not to become workaholics who devote too much time to our priorities by working 16-hour shifts or taking too many difficult courses. Getting too carried away with our responsibilities puts us in danger of losing sight of life's fun and exciting opportunities. It is important for the people who fill our lives to make sure we do not get too carried away with either priorities or enjoyment of the present moment. Even though we have grown up and become more independent through high school, we should still accept the help of our loved ones in finding the right balance. Our family and friends should make sure we concentrate on our responsibilities by encouraging us to get that English homework done and make it to work at Canopy on time. But they also help us enjoy our leisure time by hitting the ski trails or grabbing an ice cream with us. Our loved ones need to understand how fulfilling our lives can be if they help us balance our responsibilities with our fun. Friends and family can make it easier to establish the right balance, but so can having a career or responsibilities that we love and do not mind focusing on. A close friend of mine plans to become a part of the music industry, where work can be fun for him since he is passionate about playing the electric guitar and writing song lyrics. There are many teachers who truly enjoy their jobs because they are able to have a positive influence on children or teenagers while making them more knowledgeable about a subject. There are plenty of engineers and inventors who create and design not only because they can, but because they love to. For those of us who cannot make our responsibilities enjoyable, concentrating our time on both work and leisure is essential. The best way for us to have the most fulfilling present and future lives is to find that perfect balance between responsibilities and enjoyment. Farewell to the class of 2010. May each of you find that balance which gives you the most happiness. We began our years here at the Academy together and finished them together as a stronger, closer group of individuals. Now it is time for us to take what we have learned, both on an educational and a personal level, and share it with the world. Good luck to you all in your careers or further pursuits of education. Remember not to forget the people who have guided and accompanied you as you have grown into adults. Parents, brothers and sisters, grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins, and all other family members who have stood behind us through our years of education, thank you on behalf of the class of 2010. Thank you. Thank you to the faculty, administrators, and staff at Pinkerton who have given us support, kept us in line, and made us more knowledgeable. And thank you to the friends who have gone through the struggles, adventures, hard times, and wonderful days that high school gave us. We will soon be on our own and would like to thank you all for giving us the tools we need and making us all the people we need to be to succeed and be happy in life. I would now like to introduce Miss Mary Anderson, our headmaster, to say a few words.